won't soothe your pain. I won't ease your strain.
Hello guys, Surfing here, and I'm gonna make a new video series about my RBG spec, my glyphs, and my gear setup, and the reason I spec and glyph and gear like that. But this video I will only go over the spec and the glyphs. So let's start it then. You wanna go into Burning Soul here fully. The pushback reducement helps a lot against certain teams. When you get trained a lot, you still wanna cast the Scorch out, because it's gonna be a lot of damage right there. You're gonna lose if you don't have that. The pushbacks help a lot, like if you wanna Power War someone's 2 or something else. Improve Fire Blast. The crit strike there and the extra range, well, it helps a lot there. Example, if a tank is kiting you, you need to impact him maybe to get like catch up to him. You impact him, you run to him, and you win some extra time there instead of staying max range all the time. You can actually get closer to tanks so it doesn't catch all the time. Improve placing speed actually. Then it's really good against certain things actually. When you get trained by melees, a hunter even, or even a tank that actually try to survive, when they try to kite you, you want and hope you get the blazing speed proc. It's not really the highest chance, but it does help a lot when it does proc. Like example, if you get trained by a lot of people, you want to run back, and the blazing speed is gonna help right there. Impact. You don't want to tap target. You want to spread the combust. You want to spread the living bomb fast and smooth without tap target like a warlock, which helps a lot and will improve your damage a lot. If you're not back into impact, well, then you're not even a fire mage because you need to spread the damage. Ignite. Alright, well, of course, you want to go into Ignite. The extra dot takes help, and not only that, but the way the dot takes and like Pyroblast Ignite is gonna help a lot there too, because you want to get the Pyroblast right there, critting you, the target you're attacking, so you get the extra damage from the combust. I go into Blast Wave. It's a way to get impact procs and to get more AoE damage done. And then I go into Hot Streak, which is pretty obvious. You want to get the improved, like the fast instant Pyroblast crit whenever you get the crits in a row, and you don't need to be there like setting a 5-second cost there, because you need to get the Ignite up and the extra dot for combust. You want to get Hot Streak. I'm going to improve Scorch here, because my spec is actually spamming Scorch a lot, and this way I don't need to get forced into good mage armor every time I play. I actually can play molten armor pretty much all the time, because I never have a problem with mana. Cauterize is a second life. You cannot not spec into that. You must spec into that. It's a second life. You have more time to, like, sometimes you don't even need to block Cauterize because you have the healers with you all the time. I go into Combustion right here, because Combustion is the main thing to wipe your teams with. If you got a good Combust up, well, buy enemy team, all I can say pretty much. Because the Combust is gonna do so much damage with all the toxics up. And then, of course, the improved Hot Streak. You don't want to get RNG'd all the time. If you know you're gonna get two crits right here, you know you're gonna get Pyroblast right there, and it makes it a bit less RNG, but well, when you get the crits up, it's gonna help a lot. And then, of course, Firestarter. You want to cast Scorch while moving. If you don't do that, I don't know. You can't be in the enemy healers' faces and just wreck them pretty much. You need to be on their faces all the time. You keep moving around right there. You wanna, example, kite, maybe a paladin wanna try to kick you. You never know. You wanna be on their faces, breath them on cooldown and do everything. And that's why we spec into Dragon Breath. The 5-second CC is pretty much sick, and well, the dots are gonna tick right on it. The dot ticks won't even break that. So if like combust maybe all the healers and some range DPS they have, you breath them all, no one can dispel it, no one can heal, and they still cannot die. And then, of course, into Improved Flame Strike. It helps a lot with Improved Flame Strike, actually. The instant Flame Strike right there is gonna help a lot. It's some extra damage on Combust, and but you want to get as much AoE damage as possible when you get combust up. And I spec into Pyromaniac. The reason I do that is because the 10% extra haste, and it's a good thing to know if you don't use any add-ons and you don't like add-ons at all. It's a good way to know that you have Living Bomb on 3 targets, which you need to have all the time actually. If you don't have Living Bomb on all targets, you're gonna lose so much damage. You need to have Living Bomb on 3 different targets all the time. That's gonna improve your damage a lot and actually make your enemy team a lot more defensive. And then into critical mass, the extra damage from your Living Bomb and even your Flame Orb, which I mean, I use it sometimes. And of course the debuff, which is 5% extra crit on the target. Well, that's pretty good actually. It's actually needed though, because there's some other classes with the same thing, but it actually helps a lot when you put my souling someone, maybe defending a base, maybe attacking someone, maybe killing a flag carrier with a rogue, or whatever. And then you can get Living Bomb up. Of course, you need to have Living Bomb as a fire mage. It's pretty much a main priority target damage right there. You need to have Living Bomb on 3 targets, which I explained earlier. Living Bomb is pretty much your main damage all the time. It's that's gonna top the damage meter with Living Bomb and really good combustions, of course. And then, here we go, the thing that makes the RBG spec different than the Arena spec. I go into Piercing Eyes. That's the only thing I'm going to Frost 3. I don't spec into Shatter, Improve Cone of Cold, or something else. The reason I do that is because, well, in RBGs, people are not going to wait for you to actually shatter Frost Nova. It can help sometimes though, like, if you on a flag carrier alone and something like that, but you don't wanna spec into that when you can get a lot better things over here. Example, the extra percent haste there, 3% extra haste. That's pretty sick against anything. The haste will help a lot, and the gear setup I run, which I will show you in a future video. Well, you will see that haste is really needed. And then, of course, improve counter spell. Sometimes you wanna blanket them, sometimes, well, you wanna lock them on calls, which is like the obvious thing. But a blanket helps so much against anything. And then you have 2 talent points there, not doing anything. You can spec them into Molten Shields if you like that, and, well, if you really need to do it, because you don't have time to maybe have the global up or something like that. You need to go into Molten Shields then. I usually go into 1 in Firepower for the extra damage and 1 in Molten Shield. But you can actually spec into anything, even improve Link if you want to move faster, Invocation if you want to make sure you lock someone on cast and get the extra damage done, or even Shatter if you are one of the guys that like to solo flag carriers. Now, that's all in the talent trees actually. Now over to Glyphs. Now the Glyphs I use are actually Pyroblast, Molten Armor, and Living Bomb. But Living Bomb for the extra damage, of course. 3% is pretty much, well, it's a lot of damage actually. People think it's 3% only, it's not that much, but in a long game, it's gonna help a lot. Then Molten Armor for the 2% extra crit. You want to crit up as a mage, and the crit will help you a lot there. And as I said before, I'm expecting to improve the Scourge to not get forced into Mage Armor. I want to have Molten Armor up all the time, except when I'm actually getting trained by every caster in the world. Because then I switch to Mage Armor really fast, or Frost Armor if you need it there. And then of course a 5% crit from the Pyroblast. Now, over to Major Glyphs here. I use the Dragon Breath, Blast Wave, and Evocation on the flag carrier maps. The reason I use that is on Dragon Breath on cooldown, it's really good. You wanna really actually have the healers always going defensive and popping trinkets and defensive on themselves. Maybe force a bubble because of CC, force anything because of CC. And Dragon Breath is gonna help that a lot. And of course a minor glyph, which isn't really important. Of course Snowfall if I have the storm and things like that, but it's not really that important actually. And on I have a storm, Gleans, and AB. I actually tend to go for kneecap sometimes, and if you like are unlucky or maybe have Ratrak poison weapon, and you need to polymorph the tank or someone defending the node, and you have a dot on him, and without polymorph glyph, you're not gonna do that. You need to get the polymorph glyph if you wanna actually get a full polymorph off on the target and try to make him trinket or actually get the cap. And that's pretty much it for this video, guys. In the future video, I will actually show you my gear setup for PvE and PvP players. So if you PvP a lot, I will show you the gear setup for that, and if you PvE a lot, I will show you a really great PvE setup for that too. So guys, if you liked the video and want to see the next video of the series, please subscribe, and to get the word out that I'm right here, like and favorite the video. We'll be really thankful. Thank you, guys.
I seek you out, flay you alive. One more word and you won't survive. And I'm not